Good day and welcome to another slow and steady video here on the channel. My name is KT and today is Trucking Tuesday, back with Alaskan Road Truckers. You might remember this is where we last dropped. The drop was over there, wasn't it, in that building over there? As a car just goes by. And we parked up next to this trailer, and I think that was called a bad day at the office. I think we had some AI go into the back of the trailer, and I think, yeah, it was just... so hopefully we can have a better day today. Now, I'm going to check the truck over to make sure it's all okay to go. Rain's coming down. And of course, Road Truckers now is going to take a new direction. So we're going to have this RPG sort of direction, kind of cartoony. And I think, I don't know, maybe it's a good call because of ETS and ATS coming. But, you know, I still have that kind of love for this game. You know, maybe they'll go on to support it. Maybe they'll sort of like, you know, no, actually they won't. They won't, because I think funding has run dry. But, you know, you think when this game launched, there was talk of maybe expansions going into Canada and all the rest of it. So yeah, who knows? But for now, it's dead in the water, isn't it? And this is what we've got. We have had a recent update to fix a few things. I haven't got the update to hand, but I love this truck. You know, this is my truck. I've had it quite a while, and I wonder if the mileage actually stipulates how far we've gone. Let me just check this a second. Oh, it's literally, oh my god, we're out of fuel almost. So 9,231. I think that's all my mileage, to be honest. But I was just wondering, actually, when we jump out the what's that noise? But no, jumping out the cab. This is, you've got this, you know, this UI giving us a time. I think you should be able to minimise that down a little bit. It's quite big. This map on the bottom left hand side, I've always sort of said whenever you're inside the truck, you've got the sat nav there on the dashboard, so you should be able to remove that. We've also got the speedo as well, so you should be able to remove that, and essentially just have the you've got the temperature, the fuel, and we've got our lights there as we're flicking bottom right hand corner, and just have those four little icons. And maybe just, you know, minimise that. But it's not going to happen. This game is what it is. And if you're watching this video in 5 years' time, it probably hasn't changed at all. But they did a good job, you know. Did they do a good job? Well, the communication was terrible. And I think they've learned from it, really. But that's it. You're not getting anything like this again. The nearest thing to this is going to be Australian Road Truckers. And I'm really looking forward to that. Can't wait to cover it on the channel. And yeah, that's supposed to drop this year, isn't it? So there's a lot of truck games dropping this year. Dutch Connection, which, you know, I have a problem with that before we even get through the starting gate, really. It looks very similar to American Truck Driver, which I don't cover on the channel. And I don't want to cover a game that I'm not passionate about. You know, if it's a game full of frustrations for me, you know, where's the enjoyment in that? But there is some enjoyment in this game. There just is. For me, you know. So we're going to check this truck over. I can see already we've got a problem with the... looks like a radiator there. So it's... oh, nice and warm inside. Let's just go in the cabin. To the container. Actually, we've got quite a bit of stuff in our hands, so maybe I checked the truck before. So we've got headlights, fuses, air filter, engine oil, coolant. I did think I need some wipers, actually. So do we need anything that's here? We've got the coolant. No. I do run out of space. I was up in the... we don't need that no more. I was in the north part of the map and I bought some thermo jackets. These jackets are the best jackets that you can buy. It's even better than the winter coat, so I thought I'd have that. I don't think engine oil toolkit. I don't think we're going to need that. Allows to fix various. We'll put it in our hands anyway. Right, let's just jump out. back into the cab. But I hope everyone is well. I've pushed that button that brings up all the highlights around the screen, like heater. Anyway, it's soon gone. Right, let's just turn those lights off a sec and jump out. Now we're going to have to get to a fuel station. It's literally the well, it's a beautiful part of the game, I think. Throwing up the hood. Wipers would you need to go shopping for some, but we're going to go pick up some fuel, so might be able to grab some wipers. The air filter always needs a little bit of love, so we'll just repair that a second. Hold X, L2, can't remember, L1, there you go. Okay, that's the air filter. And although the animation, did you notice, is on the floor and we're stood on the truck, but I suppose you could have jumped down really. Engine doesn't need a repair. Oil, so you're looking to go between those two lines, typically very the same as any car or truck that you're checking in real life. Between those two lines is perfectly fine. Coolant does not need a repair. The coolant doesn't need a repair, doesn't need filling. Radiator, yeah, I think the cell had problems, so let's just do this. Little mini game, it's alright. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the new game, I think. So is that everything checked? I've never changed diffusers, never had to. Right, let's jump out. Shut the hood of the truck, and we'll put all our tools away. Oh, I didn't check the headlights. Bear with. Check the headlights a minute, so I've got them in my hand. Nope, they're okay, and they're okay. Now I think, from what I've seen, I haven't seen the trailer for a little while, but there's going to be maintenance even for your cartoon truck. I'm going to call it a cartoon truck. It sort of has that vibe. And yeah, so there's also a skill tree. Well, there is a skill tree in this, to be fair, isn't there? So okay, let's throw toolkit, headlights. Throw that in there. I don't think I've got any room to put that coolant because I bought too many coats, you see. Let's go to sleep. It kind of looks like morning. That's quite nice. Okay, we'll have something to eat. What have we got? Some instant... Oh, breakfast combo. Breakfast combo. The hitbox is in the wrong place, I know. I quite like this for the microwave. It's, it's very immersive. Like they did push the boundaries. You won't get any of this on ETS and ATS, And that's why I sort of think, like, actually, there is a space for this truck game, Well, obviously it's not going to be supported, but they could sell it to another company, could they not? I think this is let down by the engine. I think this is Unreal 4, and it really does sort of struggle. The bubble there as she walks. I do wish it wouldn't bubble. I wish I could turn that off, really. But a good looking truck, and I've had it a while. I do like my black trucks. I cannot wait to get my American truck, my Mac. I'm looking forward to unlocking all the bits for it. I think it's going to be so individual, when you're doing convoys with friends or even with other content creators. I think it's just going to be an absolute scream. And I think you will be able to bring your kind of own individuality to the trucks. And I cannot wait. The one thing you can't do, wouldn't it be cool, like on ATS, if you could just like park up and then have a walk around your friend's truck? I think it's coming. I think it has been tested. I spoke to Fat Cat about it, and he said that they were doing a beta of sorts. I haven't personally played with it. I play it on my Steam Deck, but I've not jumped out the truck. But if they could bring that one element, you could just look at other people's trucks and all park up at the services or something. That would be amazing. But anyway, let's get started. This video is not about servicing my truck and going to sleep. So let's see what we got local. A forklift or a road roller. Quite fancy the road roller. How far does this have to go down? Oh, quite a way. What about that one? Not too much in it, really. Actually, there is. I think we'll take this one. We'll just roll down this road. We'll go down south. So let's pick up this job. We'll pick up this job. So hopefully the guy is... Well, let's go and see him. Let's go and have a walk. Again, a beautiful part of the... Hold on a second. Why was that red? Oh, it's my fuel. It's my fuel that's red. Okay, so let's go and have a chat to our guy over here and see if he has got a road roller for us. I can see the sort of like the trailer there. We'll cross over the road. So I love a game where I can just get out and have a wander around. Hello, have you got a road roller or something? No, he's only got sand. A medium, 724. That's not far. Let's take the sand. I'll tell you what. I'll take your sand because I'm here and I need to go via a fuel station. So how does that sound? So we'll take his sand. We'll get across this road if I can. There's a car coming, but so here's our trailer. Literally parked next to it, and we slept overnight next to it. So, truck started up. That's the wipers. Just some daylights. Handbrake is up. Of course, manual gears up into third. That'll do for us to pull away. Can't remember if you can pop your head out the window on this one. You know, when you play so many different truck games. Nope, look at that. That's a shame, isn't it? Never mind, I can see the trailer there. Can I bring up the mirrors hard? Yeah, so just hold down on the right D-pad just to bring up some mirrors. So, into reverse. Sorry, I'll just figure out the controls. Got a job to see that, actually. I don't think we're coming in square at all. Right, hold on. Of course, so right on the main road here. Right, let's try this. Into reverse. I can see a car in the mirror there. Yeah, I see ya. Right. Of course, we have got that circle there on the dash. Can you see that? Here it is, coming up. So that'll do. So put the handbrake on. Run up in a second. Give it a little bit of throttle. Just to, well, actually they do that in real life, don't they? They back up to the pin and they wait for it to sort of drop in, and then what they'll do is they'll check it and then jump back in the cab and they'll jump the cab forward to kind of lock it. But we're not doing all that for now. So exit. I'm going to exit out of this door. Right, let's get it hooked up. That's locked in. I'll go around the other side. I don't feel comfortable around this side. Don't know. I always come around this side. We'll leave the stands down just for safety a minute, and we'll just jump up and manage the cables. Again, I've always liked this immersion. You know, we've had breakfast. We've gone and spoke to the guy. He didn't have the job that I thought it was, but so we'll take the sand. It's not a problem. Throw the cable in here. See, time's ticking already. Jump down, and we'll raise those legs now. Perfect. So here's our trailer. Lights are all working. That looks good actually, doesn't it? It does look good. Okay, so we're all loaded up. Need to check the sat-nav before we take off, because it's kind of got us going right. It's a one-way road, is it? Yeah, so we're going to have to go right. Handbrake, And indicator? No, that's... Oh, that's right, I remember. Indicator on. Try and keep it first person. Now, it's always difficult actually when you come up to a road like this, you're not actually square. So I might just back that off just a little bit. Is that our fuel beeping at us? Right. Okay, let's check the map, because we are desperately going to need some fuel. Oh, it's literally around here, is it? And then fuel's up there. Okay, we'll give it a go. So we'll do a U-turn and then come back. So just need to check this. Like I said, if you're trying to come up square and you want to look out these... Yeah, we're good to go. Let's go. Rumble, the engine actually sounds quite good at low speed. Up into 8, I think 9 gears on this lorry. No cruise control though. Might leave those mirrors actually, they're quite nice to see. Just on the side. They're sort of blended in, aren't they? Let's I can check any cars coming up on the inside then. But no, the optimization for this game, you know, when you play other games and you think, wow, you know, it's I think they said actually this game was really ambitious. I think they did hit lots of you know, let's just drop it down a gear a second because we're at 26 miles an hour, we're in top. I turn that down on my headset. Okay, so looking for this U-turn, it wants us to U-turn here. Down a couple of gears. Never. I mean, there is a yard there, I think. We could, yeah, we could U-turn here. Let's do that, actually. Let's put an indicator on. And we won't enter the gatehouse. Just watch that trailer on the left. Lamppost in front of us, concrete block. All's okay. In the grass, I'm having flashbacks. Remember, I got that trailer stuck on the road. What an episode that was! Crikey. Okay, lorry coming to the left. Oh, you're just going to stop for me. Okay, fine. Okay, let's get back on this road. Up a couple gears in the 7th. Yeah, the optimization for this game, you can just see, like, you know, the road is kind of loading in. The yellow lines, I can see them sort of tracing in about, I don't know, 20 yards in front of us. So maybe there will be a time where we sort of drop this game off the channel, because it's not going to age particularly well, you know, with the likes of ETS and ATS, and I think the game that's going to take its place really is going to be the Australian one, and I hope and pray that they're just going to take the time to get it right, even if they have to push it back to 26. I think that's going to be the big open world that this, it will be a very similar kind of ilk to from Alaska to Australia, and you know, I wish them well, I really do, you know, and I think there's a community that's looking forward to the game, and even with ETS and ATS on the horizon, you would then have all of Europe, all of America, and then you would have Australia as well. So it'll be a nice fit, you know. But I think this was maybe too ambitious for the game engine to start with, and maybe even for the developers themselves. You know, they had a big vision, but just trying to pull it off. One of the worst things that this company committed was absolute silence And it's never good, you know, when you release a game, you release a product, and it's got so many problems, and then you go quiet, and it's not helpful. In fact, it's quite toxic, really, in my opinion. But no, the Dutch driver connection, you know, is that my fuel beeping at me? I reckon it might be down a couple of gears. Little bit of stutter there, always seems to do it when it saves. Yeah, this game, I think, sadly, is, you know, next couple months. I mean, I've played it quite a bit on the channel, to be fair, and, you know, there's part of me that really likes the immersion in this game. I'm tempted to go and get fuel before we drop this thing off. If I could just check the map. We'll pull up at a set of lights. We'll probably get hit by some AI. This is red lights. Right, let's just check. Handbrake and map. Yeah, see, oh, if we could turn right here. Nope, that's the wipers. That's better. Right, I think we will. So I'm just waiting for this green light. Did we just get hit then? I'm not sure. I've seen something come up. Anyway, let's turn right. I think, looking in that mirror, there was some cars. I think we may have been hit. Right, now where's this fuel station? The drop off is behind us. But yeah, this is what happens, you know, when, well, maybe budget, you know, that they've run out of budget to work on the game, to pay people to work on the game. And there was, he even said in a recent interview that they were bringing updates to this game in their own time, you know, which is kind of crazy, isn't it? But yeah, I think this is probably done now, isn't it? But we'll see. You know, I've still got these games on rotation. I reckon it's around here somewhere. Looking for a fuel station, for crying out loud. Oh, do you reckon it would have been there? Come on, I've never run out of fuel. These loads of trailers, look, they do look good. I do love a really good truck game. Red light. Alright, the fuel station's got to be here somewhere. We'll just check behind to make sure we're not hit. And, yeah, I suppose you could argue, really, that this is sort of like, it looks like a PS4 game. Doesn't it? There we go, green light. But I have had fun with it. Is that the gas station coming up there? I think it might be. But it's good that you know, the bar is being raised. You know, we've got the SCS boys coming in, boys and girls, I'm sure. We've also got other games on the horizon with Sabre, of course, now. There we go. Let's stop that there. And let's knock the truck off. Knock the lights off. We're going to be late with this delivery, but do you know what? I don't even care. Right. Okay, let's... Here I was thinking... I almost felt like I was at a real fuel station then. I had to sort of unscrew the cap. But no, we don't have to do that. But we do have to increase the amount. Yeah, I'm a sucker for immersion, like all day long, you know, all things like this. And this is why I have sort of like, you know, put over 100 hours into this game. But I think as time goes on, it's starting to show its age even more, really. Let's pop this down here. But yeah, look at it. That's my truck. It's so cool. So I want to pick up some wipers, might pick up a bit of food. and then we'll go around and drop the trailer off. It's okay to pick up every 4 weeks or so, you know. Is it still filling? There we go. Right, put this in there. Right, round we go. But no, I like walking into the shop and seeing our guy there. Now, I wonder if he has got any wipers. This is obviously battery. I don't think we need batteries. Do you know, I will just check. I know we're not in the winter, but I've got a fuel, like a truck battery. There's a toolbox here. Yeah, there you go. A truck battery. I keep my tire chains and my radiator cover in that compartment box. So we're okay for a battery. Never stutter there as we just walk across. Yeah, it's I think sadly this game is coming to an end, really, isn't it? I don't think he's got wipers here either. No, he's only going to have food. We'll take. Oh, did I not eat my breakfast? Oh, there we go. I'll take some water. And we will pick up some food. I think a frozen pizza. And maybe some peanuts. Oh, that trail mix. There we go. Right. So you don't need, you sort of buy it when you pick it off the shelf. You don't come here and buy it, you know. Let's see if he has got some wipers on him. He has, look. Perfect. Right, catch you later. Yeah, I remember watching Game Tech play this initially on the PC. I think it was snowing and he was walking between these two pumps. And I was like, oh my god, I want to play that. I want to jump out the truck. But yeah, it's great to see it on console. But you do have to be very, very, very forgiving of the game to enjoy it, really. But we will see. We'll see what they decide to pull out for the, you know, the new one. I think that's pitched for next year. Just put everything in there. The water bottle will be fine. Have I got room for the wipers up here? No. Okay, can I put the wipers in there? No. Okay, let's take that winter coat. It's only got 8% on it. And we'll put the wipers in there. Perfect. Right. Okay. Saying 26 minutes. Is that minus? Would it be red? Yeah, it's gone up. So we're 27 minutes late. But I'm not even worried about it. Okay, let's get the truck started up. We'll have just some normal lights. And handbrake off. Pull off in third. We're straight onto a set of lights here as well. We'll just wait for those to turn green. And then we'll double back sort of behind ourselves. But yeah, even when you sort of scroll across, there is a slight sort of blur to the screen. Like it's not clean, you know. So I'm just going to watch that lamppost so we don't crop that with the trailer as we come out. But it looks pretty good actually. It's saying red, but I do think that they've reduced the oh, I think we might have had to go straight on there. That's okay, I think we're okay here. I do think they've reduced the amount of AI traffic, because it seems to be quite quiet sometimes, you know. But yeah, some of the loads on the trailer, some of the locations are pretty good. But like I said, you know, you just sort of got to be quite forgiving of the game. And I think as time goes on, the player base is just going to dwindle. And it will be a game that had so much potential, really. Or was it doomed from the start because of Unreal 4? I don't know. There you go. So something's just drove into us again. Because I've seen the cab shake. Although the car's disappeared. Yeah, I swear we're going to have damage when we arrive. See, you can even pull off in ninth gear, which is so unrealistic. So I do hope, even though the game is like a bit cartoony, it should, you know, no truck should pull off in the highest gear. Like it should stall. But I suppose, you know, it's just me being pedantic with it all, I suppose. It's those little intricacies that make me really enjoy the game. You know, I shouldn't be able to pull off in ninth gear. So we've got a right hander here. Indicate right, lights on green. Let's go into red. So I'm just going to check this AI. Oh, stop. Right. He's on the wrong lane, isn't he? Green. But yeah, there's definitely a problem. And it's never been fixed. You know, the AI is always running into you. Yeah, so we're pulling off in ninth gear, which makes no sense at all. So the yard's coming up on the left-hand side. Police car there. No policeman in there. Clear left on the carriageway. Another stutter as we pull in. That's an interesting trailer. We've done this drop before, so you sort of have to sort of pull up between that cabin and that trailer because the drop's here. So we will give it a go. Let's go down to third gear. Yeah, so you sort of have to pull in just to get like the length of the trailer in. Right. I might go for hard mirrors so I can just see. There we go. Right, into reverse. And let me think about the right way. That's it. Oh, need to watch that trailer. We are clear of it. Oh, bring it back around again. Might have to come up a bit square actually. It will come in on the left mirror. Yeah, I don't think it will quite straight, so just chuck up into third. Let's pull a bit straight if we can. There you go. Yeah, it's not brilliant. Let me think. Is it this way we've got to go? No, other way. Always takes me a minute to kind of get used to it. So that should come in on the left mirror now. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, it's given me 4 stars. I want one more crack at it. Yeah, come on, we got this. We can get 5. No, wrong way. That's it. But I believe the back of the trailer is 4. There you go, 5. Let's have it. Handbrake. Up in a second. Just to stop that reversing sound, that audible tone. And we will jump out the cab. Yes, good job. Okay, let's put the stands down. I wish you didn't have that big yellow luminous box as well. Like, just the outline would be perfectly fine. You know, it's such a big gaudy thing, isn't it? Flashing. But yeah, like I said, I think you have to give a lot on this game to get any real enjoyment out of it. What are we doing next? Do the cables next? But you know, it's good. It's good that games like this exist because it does push the envelope of like taking. You know, I know these cables don't really correlate to the electrics and the air and the emergency line, but you know the idea is there. You know, so we'll just unlock this. Right. So where's the guy then? He's not. I think he's right on the other side. Yeah, I can just see him, so he's flashing on the other side. So what we'll do is we'll leave the trailer there, and we'll drive the truck up, I think. Put some hazards on, because we're moving in the yard. And brake off, pull off in second gear. Of course, sand being delivered to a concrete plant makes perfect sense. Yeah, I think it's over there somewhere. Can we drive through here? It says office left. Let's watch those posts. Gee, I might have a word with him, see if we can pull up on this site. I'm sure he won't mind. We'll just pull up here. Yeah, he won't mind. We'll tuck it up nice. Let's leave it there. Handbrake. Let's knock those mirrors off. Let's take the hazards off. Take the lights off. And the engine. And we'll apologise for it being an hour late. But it didn't run out of fuel, but we needed some, so. And we're 3/4 of the way through spring. We'll have to see. We'll just see what truck games come out. Do you know what? You look a dead ringer for the guy who gave me this job. you must be brothers, right? Well, we lost 1% cargo, but I really do think that we had an AI car hit the back of the trailer. But that's all right. Still 1,406. So, you know, if ever you're playing this game, I wouldn't really worry about running too late. So I think that's it for another episode, really. We started off the episode just by checking the truck over, having something to eat, talking about the game, and like I said, Road Truckers is taking a brand new direction, so you won't see anything like this really until Australian Road Truck comes out. Yeah, which is going to be really interesting. But that's it from me. I guess thank you for joining me here on this Trucking Tuesday. Have an amazing day. Take good care of yourself. If you want to smash like on the way out, it's always appreciated. And a big shout out to the subscribers, you, the SAS crew. I'm so grateful for you hitting subscribe and joining me on these adventures. If you're not subscribed and you like trucks, horses, and bikes, then maybe hit subscribe and join in with the fun. But until then, I will see you on the next video. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Bye.